Congratulations if you've come this far with me. You are on a course to change your life in a very positive way, using the power of positive thinking to plant seeds in your mind, in your subconscious. This will be the last video in this series, so before I get too far, my last suggestion is to go to YouTube and watch 7 Principles of Prosperity and Wealth. Plant the Seed of Success, Napoleon Hill. This is a 60-minute video that goes into more detail on the 8 videos I created. Watch it for 10 minutes a day. As I stated in Napoleon Hill Principle 1, my interest was renewed in a book I read in the mid to late 90s, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. My interest was renewed due to a documentary I watched on Maurice White, who was the leader of the band Earth, Wind, and Fire. Maurice White used Napoleon Hill's book, The Laws of Success, and Maurice credited this book as a fundamental blueprint for his life and his musical career. I wrote in my book, Hindsight is 2020, if I knew now what I knew then, that when I was traveling to Key West in early 1998 to go to a friend's wedding, I saw a man on a laptop in the airport and planted the seed that I wanted to be a business traveler with a laptop in the airport. I made the vision, took the steps, and 3 years later accomplished that goal. I went back to night school and finished my degree that I started 15 years earlier. I left my job working outside, digging holes and climbing poles, and, found a new job as a business traveler. I've used the lessons I learned in Think and Grow Rich throughout my life. I set a goal, a chief aim, a purpose, and through visualization, planting the seed, repetition, watering, through planning, fertilizing, through taking regular small steps with somewhat of a cadence and knowing I was going to complete the task, I succeeded. Throughout my life, I set small, achievable goals that turned into major accomplishments. Just a few examples are saving enough for my daughter's bachelor's degrees, saving enough for my daughter's weddings, singing, playing guitar and harmonica on the same song, living debt free, becoming financially secure, and so many more smaller accomplishments along the way. I credit all this to the power of positive thinking. It's not too late for you. I am 66, and through my renewed interest in Hill's work, I have now set new goals for myself, and I'm following the roadmap in a more detailed way than I have in the past. You may ask yourself, what is my purpose? What is my goal? What is my chief aim? I'm going to give you some examples, but first I want to explain that this roadmap is not a magic trick or a gimmick. Do not expect something to miraculously happen to you out of nowhere. Consider the tree. A squirrel may plant a seed. The seed takes root and begins to grow. To become a recognizable sapling, it takes 1 to 3 years, while reaching full maturity takes 10 to 30 years. Positive thinking to reach your goal is a way of life that must be reinforced with repetition, belief, planning, and small steps. Mark Twain stated in this cool quote, 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow line, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Here are some goals that you could consider. I will be healthy in mind and body. I will treat others with respect, empathy, and understanding. I will clean the garage. I will lose 10 pounds. I will keep 10 pounds off that I lost. I will eat healthy. I will walk 3 times a week. I will exercise regularly. I will live debt free. I will be financially secure. Make small goals and large goals, but make sure you recognize and celebrate your successes along your journey. Do not use statements such as I want for the goals, but definite statements such as I will. Here is a summary of the 7 principles. Principle 1, visualize and plant the seed. Write it down every morning and every night. This gives direction to your subconscious. Principle 2, have faith. Believe that you will accomplish your goal. Belief becomes behavior. Behavior becomes habit, and habit becomes destiny. Principle 3, your purpose obeys planting, not wishing. Thought planted with belief and acted upon with purpose becomes destiny. If you faithfully follow principle 1 and 2, after a time, a plan will develop in your mind. Principle 4, now that the seed is planted and the soil is nourished, it must be acted upon as if the harvest is guaranteed. Action is the bridge between thought and possession. Action is the proof of belief. You must act with confidence that you will accomplish your chief aim and continue to reinforce it with repetition and belief. Action fertilizes your belief. The path will become visible after you begin to walk it. Decide today that every day you will take one definite action toward your chief aim. Act with certainty as one who owns the harvest. Principle 5, create a daily chamber of silence, a daily ritual where you think about your chief aim. It may be a room, a chair, a walk. Make it a place where you have peace and focus. It must be sacred, it must be regular, and it must be yours and only yours. Principle 6, when you wake in the morning, say your chief aim out loud before you do anything. Say it out loud again before you go to sleep at night. Remember, the fruits of your labors do not appear overnight, but by using the accumulation of time, doing small things at a regular cadence, you can accomplish great things. Principle 7, replace every whisper of fear or doubt with a louder voice of belief in your chief aim. Fear disguises itself as protection, but in truth, fear is a thief of progress. I have now summarized in 7 2-minute videos, and this last longer video that summarizes the first 7 videos, the proven roadmap that anyone can use to accomplish big or small goals. I encourage you to share these videos with those you want to help in life. If they follow the roadmap, they will be forever changed and grateful.